Foil and brackets. The first thing we're going to do is install the foil to the wall, which will help us reflect all the heat into the room. Second would be the brackets. The brackets are two components, the pip and the bracket. So on the bracket we've got a V section already cut out on the bracket, which allows you to actually find the centre point of the bracket. When I first fit the brackets, I put my first bracket roughly around 200mm away from where the feed point is, and simply with a pencil or a marker we're just going to mark where the bracket would be on that V section, and as you can see there's a marking already there ready for the screw. So the next thing we would do, we'd use the little pip of the bracket and insert a small screw depending on what wall coverage you've got. If we've got a timber wall like this one, we'd be going straight into the timber with the screw, just like so. If we've got plasterboard, we could use plasterboard fixings. If we've got stud work, we'd use stud work. And obviously if we've got tins, we'd have to use a screw and screw into the tins. The second part is simply turn the bracket horizontal, twist it round, and as long as the bracket is moving up and down freely, I'm happy. So fitting the rest of the brackets around the room, I would generally use between 6 and 800mm for each individual bracket. As you can see on this piece, it's about 1 metre long, so 2 brackets is actually more than enough for this first piece. And as we go around the room, as you can see, the next piece is slightly smaller, 300mm, so this would need 1 bracket, and as the room gets bigger, maybe 4 metres you'd use 3 or 4 brackets, 5 metres you might need 4 or 5 brackets. So I'm going to continue fitting these brackets around the room, and then I'll explain the spacings to you. So bracket spacings, the first wall mounting bracket is generally 200mm away from any feed or any internal corner. Generally we space them out between 6 and 800mm. As you can see, we've only need 1 on the small sections, and as we've increased the wall length, we've actually increased the number of brackets.